Hey guys, it's the next day now. Wind has died down and I ripped off that old shade and installed a tarp. So I had the tarp laying around. It was in the garage actually. I forgot about it because we're using other ones. I thought I can't take it off of something else, but I had that blue one in the garage in the corner and I thought, hey, I can use this. So let's go in and take a look at it and see the birds. Another beautiful day at the farm. It's going to be about 80 degrees again, 25 or 26 Celsius. There's Peach. Much nicer than yesterday though, because now there's no wind. That's not a full shade there. We thought we'll just, because the sun is coming from that direction, so I thought put it there. And then look at that, you get nice shade down there. There's some perches in the back there, so the birds can go there too. But there's always water. So pretty soon this will green up in here, and then I got to start cutting that. But things are starting to grow. Things are getting a little bit green, but there's a lot of brown too. And there's still fires out of control in the northern Saskatchewan here. We're okay over here, but if the winds shift, which today is pretty calm, then we get a bunch of smoke. So yeah, it's quite early to have fires already, but it's so dry up here. Yeah, we had good snowfall over the winter, but you know, once that melts and goes in the ground, a little breeze coming now, that feels nice. Then you need rain though. We haven't had any rain. Last year at this time it was raining steady, but so far this year no rain yet, so we got to get some pretty soon here, because you know, a fire could start anywhere. And actually they said they're all human caused. You know, imagine there's several fires burning right now, some are out of control, and they're all human caused. And there's fire bans all over here. Like, people think, oh, they're gonna go have a little wiener roast and they don't care. Or actually a couple years ago, one of the volunteer firefighters around here told me someone threw a cigarette. Like they always do that. They're throwing cigarettes out their window, right? They threw it in the ditch not far from here and there was a fire. It was a grass fire, and they were able to get it under control. They said it took about, I don't know, it was 12 or 14 hours. They were working on it, and they got it out. But, you know, that's careless behavior, you know, throwing the cigarettes out the window. So, you know, that's why a lot of these fires are starting. People are doing dumb things. Like, we would never have a fire in our campfire now in the yard, because, you know, those embers could go flying somewhere and it's so dry around, and next thing that's how it gets going. How are we going to put it out? So right now I wouldn't have no campfire or nothing. But otherwise it's beautiful and everything, but we do need some rain. There's little Pie. Remember the other day he was sitting on the perch and wind was just howling there, and he didn't seem to mind. There's Maple down there. They can trim their beaks on wood like that. There's Cherry, just to the left there. Cherry, what's going on? He'll be speaking soon here. Cherry! He knows I'm focusing on him. Speak! He's listening. That's Spice down there. Peach! I'm going to try and do a video one of these days. Pet crow, 10 years old. Yeah, we've had Peach for 10 years. And he's imprinted on us. Lots of you know the story about how we rescued him, and then we were taking him to a wildlife facility to have him released, and it just didn't work out. He was already imprinted at that time, that's why it didn't work. But hopefully I can do that video soon. It'll take a little bit of work because I want to put a bunch of clips over the last 10 years. There's Maple. Maple's a water lover. She loves water. She takes turns in any pool here. I can hear a few bugs buzzing around every day now. They're getting more and more. More and more bugs are coming to the farm. Did you hear that? That's a woodpecker over there. About 5:30 in the morning, even before, starts banging like that. And Sonny Boy, our cat, he was in the back screen room there for 3 hours already today, bird watching. He's enjoying all the sights. Yeah, nice day. But a dry forest, you know. Like I said, I wouldn't start any campfire here like at all. I wouldn't chance it. Even when it's calm like this, like, cause it's crackling and everything, and some of them are just shooting out. Like they'll shoot. Sometimes the amber will shoot, and if there's any kind of breeze, it'll blow somewhere like that, and you don't want that to happen. There was a little hint of smoke yesterday. I could smell, but not that bad. They were saying there's going to be smoke advisories issued, and there still is. Like tomorrow here, we could be full of smoke. Who knows? So some of those fires are out of control, and some they've contained. So that's good news. Right, Peach? That's good news. Yeah, we don't want no fires. So that cover will do for now. I could even get another tarp and put it all over like that side too, but mainly doing this for some shade, a shady area. And there's perches under there too. If they want to go there, they can. Like today is going to be 25, 26 Celsius, around 80 Fahrenheit. But they go in and out of the shade and sun, and they go to the water. If they would be too hot, they'll go in the shade. But it's not overly hot today. It's just gorgeous. Hear all kind of birds and stuff, sounds. So guys, I'll let you go for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give a big like or thumbs up. And if you're subscribed, check that ringing symbol on the bell. You want that to have the ringing symbol, otherwise you won't be notified. And hopefully it'll stay stable now, not too windy, and if the fires go out, I know they're working on them. Some are contained and some are still out of control, and it's really early, so it could be more even, but hopefully we start getting the rain. So see you in the next one, guys.